Life is difficult. This is a great truth, one of the greatest truths. But what if accepting that truth is the first step toward ultimate freedom? What if discomfort isn't something to resist, but the very path to growth, to clarity? I decided to put my love of comfort to the test, walking the entire 1,200 kilometers of the Shikoku Trail through all 88 temples, carrying my backpack and everything I believed I'd need. For the rest, I would rely on what the path provides, welcoming problems and discomfort that comes with them. By moving past the resistance caused by fear, into the unknown and into the future, wisdom grows and life begins to reveal its true meaning. The sun was out, the sky was clear, and the temperature was just right. A welcome change from France. I'm Joey, by the way. Since the weather was nice, I decided to start walking straight from Tokushima airport. It will add roughly 2 hours of walking to my day. My first goal was simple: pick up the pilgrimage essentials, a sage hat, a white vest, and the official book for collecting temple stamps. At first, I wasn't sure how to properly enter the temples. I didn't know about the rituals, the prayers, the correct steps. I took a few minutes to observe others and try to follow their lead. I gradually got better at it. I took a right turn and came across a beautiful, quiet place. I stayed there for a while before heading to the next temple. As of May 2025, each temple stamp costs 500 yen. That book became my quiet companion. Unlike the spirit's face trapped inside the tree, just don't pay attention to it. Temples close at 5 p.m. I still had time to visit one more. After that, I needed to find a place to pitch my tent for the night. I had asked for discomfort, and my wish was about to be fulfilled. That's a snack I got offered yesterday by this kind guy and probably his wife. It's good. It will do for breakfast. As you can expect, I didn't sleep well. The rain kept me awake from midnight until morning. My tent had leaks. I probably did a poor job sealing it. Even after a rough night, I felt ready for the day. I already knew where I would sleep tonight. A small hut tucked away in the mountains. I wasn't sure it would be open. I had read mixed comments about it online. Worst case, I would just improvise once I got there. I had 2 hours of sunlight left, just enough time to reach the hut. Though I still didn't know if it would be open, but the uncertainty is something you face, not escape. Reaching the hut took longer than I expected, but I was relieved. It was open. So I don't know if there is a message saying that you cannot sleep here. I don't know. Probably it's written there. Oh, so nice. That's my 5-star hotel for tonight. Charging the batteries, hanging stuff. It's not gonna dry, to be honest. It's so humid. Still a bit rainy. It's prohibited to sleep more than one night, but you can sleep one night. That's what I'm gonna do. Sleep one night, and tomorrow I will be gone. Magic socks. With those, you will get no blister at all. This is Kobodaishi, also known as Kukai. From an early age, he studied Buddhism. He founded 88 temples across Shikoku. Each temple represents a specific earthly desire or emotion that clouds the mind. The pilgrimage itself is divided into 4 symbolic stages: awakening, discipline, enlightenment, and nirvana. As pilgrims visit each temple, they move through these stages, purifying their desires and progressing towards complete spiritual clarity. I was in the middle of the awakening stage, physically, but also spiritually. After walking all day in the forest, I was heading back to town. It had been one of the best parts of the first stage, but now it was time to find a place to camp. Good morning. Well, I had a relatively good night. There were a lot of people yesterday night here, so I waited and suddenly they all left. I mean, it was getting dark, so obviously I wanted to camp near the river, but I could not pitch the tent in the sand, which is something very well known, except that I didn't know. Plus, there were a stray dog keep barking at me the whole time I was trying to set the tent. Definitely a bad idea. So good thing I just packed everything and came back to the park. There was just a guy yesterday at maybe 10 p.m. with his dog sniffing around my tent, and the guy screamed so hard at his dog that it woke me up. But other than that, very calm, very silent. I'm gonna start packing now and go on with my day. One more gift to add to my collection. Thank you to those kind Japanese people. Seriously, so kind. And now someone just gave me 1,000 yen. That's so nice of them. I didn't walk much that day. I washed my clothes and enjoyed the sun. I went off trail to find a park where I could set up my tent, and I found a really good spot. My day began with charging my batteries. I often stopped for an hour or so at convenience stores where seating areas were available. I would eat a warm meal and plan my day there. It was the start of a long uphill climb, but the mist gave the place a real Silent Hill vibe, and I was all for it. It was time to head to the place I had chosen to camp for the night. Heavy rain was expected, and I needed a roof over my head. So the obvious choice was a haunted school. How to pitch a tent in a place where it's not supposed to be pitched. The haunted school chapter is over. Well, I'm glad it did not end up in a corpse party way. One chapter ends, another begins. The book of your life isn't something you read, it's something you write. It's up to you whether you'll fill today's page or leave it blank. And so, my day began with a journey into the mountains, where I will find the next temple. A ropeway was available to go up. Whenever there was a ropeway, I'd be on it, and I recommend everyone to do the same. You can admire the beautiful view, and it also offers a welcome break. These were the only moments I didn't walk during my entire pilgrimage. The last up here killed me, but I think it's worth the view. You tell me. Right after I left that picturesque haven, I headed toward the beach to set up my camp, when suddenly I thought a battle royale was about to begin. Luckily for me, it didn't. Hello. Today, it will be the last temple I would see before a long stretch of roughly 50 kilometers along the coastline. I'm not missing the opportunity to dry my stuff. I was about to receive another gift from someone, and let me tell you, the kindness of Japanese people along the path alone makes the trip worthwhile. More osetai from a lady who just stopped in the middle of the road to give me those chocolates. At this point I take everything, especially food. So, thank you so much, lady. Sadly, you cannot go that way, the coastal path, and that's a little bit sad. I was excited to walk there. More road. You can see the detour. It's road. Walking on the road was not that bad. I was lucky to see many animals that day. I crossed the last town of the day to reach the spot where I would set up camp. abandoned baseball field for sleeping tonight with a socket to charge everything. Well, of course now it's start to rain, so we'll have to close the box, and I have my little rest area here where I did all my stuff I needed to, and the view. Not too bad.
この桂さんも正直にね、そういう自分も軍国少女だったということを戦後に語っていらっしゃいますね。
そうですね、私はやっぱりこの世代の人たちが心の中で傷つきながらしかし生きていかなきゃいけないっていう戦後の中